Yes, Pulisic brace, you know that I'm pumped about this game. Hey guys, welcome back to another match review. This is Crystal Palace 1, Chelsea 4. It was honestly just such a joy to watch because I tweeted today I really wanted to see a match where Chelsea win by 3 goals or more, and that happened today. Like, I low-key feel like a good luck charm, but you know, I'm not gonna take it too far. Before we get into the video, make sure to drop this a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, follow me on socials, you know, all the usual stuff, and let's get right into this video. So Chelsea played Crystal Palace away. Going into this match, I was actually quite nervous after the game at West Brom. I know that we had won against Porto midweek, but I really didn't feel like it was a commanding performance, and the main differentiator in that performance was that we had 2 moments of individual brilliance from Mason Mount and Ben Chilwell, and I felt that that was just the differentiator, and it could have been a very different scoreline for Chelsea. So going into this match, you know, top 4 is so incredibly important to try to secure. Chelsea were 5th in the Premier League, and we knew that Liverpool had just won against Aston Villa, so it was just a little bit of more pressure. Not only that, Chelsea actually have pretty difficult fixtures in the last couple of weeks of the Premier League, so this really was a must-win game for Chelsea. Inside 10 minutes we see 2 goals, and I honestly can't tell you how good that feels just to be 2-0 up after 10 minutes, not really worrying too much about the game, not really worrying about where the goals were going to come from. So before breaking down the goals, do want to talk about that attacking 3 a little bit. Kai Havertz, Christian Pulisic, and Mason Mount. Kai and Christian have been 2 players that have been struggling a little bit this season. They really haven't found their goal scoring feat yet. They haven't been getting consistent game time. So I was a little bit surprised to see the 2 of them playing together, but I was obviously really happy. Anybody who knows me knows I'm a massive Christian Pulisic fan. He's my favorite player, so I'm always happy to see him starting. And I saw a lot of people writing him off, saying that we should sell him in the summer. A lot of people writing Kai Havertz, calling him a flop after not even 1 season in the Premier League. And I just like know that these players need game time. First of all, they need to be playing consistently, which is just normal. They need to find their feet a little bit. So I'm really happy for their performance in this game because I felt that they were really strong. Looking at the goals, the first goal from Kai Havertz, really well taken, well placed goal. I thought that he did really well and worked it well. I do feel like Kai Havertz could have had even more. He could have probably had a hat trick, and Thomas Tuchel has come out and said, yes, we played really well, we scored a lot of goals, but we should have scored more goals. And Chelsea had so many shots on target, and Kai Havertz I think could have done better in a couple of instances, and it just seemed like sometimes he was a little bit unsure of himself, or kind of unsure which type of shot to take, and I think that that's just going to come off with time and experience. There was a shot that he took that was in a very similar position to the first goal that Christian Pulisic scored. Love that I have to differentiate which Christian Pulisic goal it was, and I felt that he didn't have enough power on that shot, and it was like you just really had to recreate that Pulisic goal, but the shot was pretty weak and it was directly at the goalkeeper. It looked like he was going for like precision almost, but it wasn't that precise. But overall, I think that it was a really good game from Kai Havertz, a goal and an assist. He's only going to get better. He's going to learn from this. We're seeing that he's playing well in this 9 position. Obviously, he's not going to have an amazing game every single week, but the important thing is that he's having these good games. He's getting into these good positions, getting more acquainted with the Premier League, and I honestly think he's such a special player that we have on our hands. It's only a matter of time before he really starts blooming before our eyes. Christian Pulisic gets his goal right before the Kai Havertz goal. He was really unlucky not to score, and I was thinking, oh come on, because he almost scored against Porto, then he had almost scored, and then he finally got his goal. Really brilliantly taken. Great assist by Kai Havertz as well. And for Christian's 4th goal, we see time and time again that there's a lot of balls that seem to fizz over the 6-yard box, box, and that players really don't get into those areas. So that's something that Christian Pulisic really brings to his game. I think that's a main differentiator between Pulisic and Timo Werner, because you don't really see Timo Werner getting into those like poaching positions, so to speak. So that was something that I really liked from Pulisic, that he's really goal hungry and he's always looking, oh, how can I get into the box? How can I like touch the ball, you know, how can I score? And he really wants to score. It looked a little bit painful for him, but honestly, I'm so freaking happy for Pulisic. He's one of my favorite players. A lot of people are saying to sell him, and he's just showing what an incredible player he is. The worry for Pulisic is, can he stay fit? If he can stay fit, what a player Chelsea have. But I do think that this was a really great game for Christian Pulisic. It's showing more what he can do. He just has to build off of this. I think in the past couple of games he's looked really strong, and now he's making it a nightmare for Thomas Tuchel between who to pick in that starting attacking positions, because Kai Havertz scored and got an assist today. Christian Pulisic got 2 goals. Mason Mount got an assist and also had a very good match as well. He won the man of the match on the TV program. So do you really rotate these players for the Porto game, knowing that they played like a full 90 or close to it? And do you change that? You know, because I feel like they all played really well and they could gain some chemistry together. So it's kind of it's a really difficult position for Thomas Tuchel to be in, because do you stick with the players that have scored? Do you rotate in case they get tired? You know, do you let them gain some chemistry together? Really would not want to be in his shoes, because it must be a tactical nightmare trying to figure out who to start. But now Timo Werner definitely has the ball in his court, literally, because he needs to be looking to score. After Kai Havertz scored, Pulisic scored, Mason Mount scored against Porto, got an assist today, and he's just one of Chelsea's most important players. So now over to you, Timo Werner, to see what you can do. Finally, I didn't miss that 3rd goal. It was really well taken, free kick by Mason Mount. And Kurt Zouma, I feel like he's really underappreciated. I feel like maybe the back 3 doesn't suit him as well as it does the other center backs that Chelsea have, but he is just such a good aerial threat. And really, I feel when he doesn't play, I don't feel that Chelsea really have an aerial threat. Maybe Thiago Silva, but Thiago Silva hasn't been playing either. But Kurt Zouma, this is his 5th goal in the Premier League so far this season. It's not talked about enough how much he's scored. He's the 4th highest goal scorer for Chelsea, tied with Timo Werner, only behind Tammy, Jorginho, and Mason Mount. Just like so insane. So Kurt Zouma, he just flies in the air, gets himself another goal. Really impressive for him. You can make an argument for him starting as well, because you know he's pretty solid defensively. In that back 3, I don't feel as great about him as I did in the back 2, but can't really complain, and he's scoring goals. So really good aerial threat for Chelsea, and I was happy to see him get a goal. Now let's take a look at the 4 potential man of the match candidates, in my opinion, for this game. First off, Kurt Zouma got a really good goal, and yeah, he just looked like a threat aerially. I didn't feel like he was bad defensively. Looks pretty solid, so he's my first candidate for man of the match. My second candidate is none other than Mason Mount. I feel like we're going to be seeing him a lot. It's like one of those things where you just might as well put his picture at the start for a potential man of the match, because he is just so consistent, honestly making a case to be the next Chelsea captain. I honestly think he's going to get it, and he's just such a good player, so important. But honestly today I just felt like the attack was so fluid. He was always looking for ways to break down the lines, to pass the ball forward, and you could tell that he was really trying to get himself a goal, and he was a little bit unlucky in that sense, but thought his delivery was really well, especially for that Kurt Zouma goal. goal and just another great performance for Mason Mount. I'm running out of things to say to him. Next, for potential man of the match, I obviously have Christian Pulisic. 2 goals, how can you not include him in your man of the match? And overall, I just thought that he looks like a danger. He's finally finding his feet again. He plays really direct, causing trouble. He was playing some really great passes as well that opened up the game. We could have potentially seen an assist or 2 from Christian Pulisic as well. So I thought that he had a really great performance. And then finally, my last candidate is none other than Kai Havertz. A goal and an assist for him. Like I mentioned, I thought that he could have perfectly had a hat trick. He's going to find his feet, but it was a really great game for him to hopefully build off of in the future. And I think you guys can probably guess my man of the match is Christian Pulisic. 2 goals for him. I really have a difficult time picking anybody but him when you're scoring 2 goals. So I was very happy for him. I really would love to know how many times I've said that in this video, because I just felt that he played really well. He just makes me smile. I always laugh so much because my tweets about Pulisic do like 2 to 3 times better than any other tweet that I put out, because everybody knows how much I love him and what a fan I am of his. So overall, a really great match from all 3 of our attackers. Like I said, it's going to be interesting to see who Tuchel decides to start against Porto on Tuesday, if he decides to rest some of these players or if he puts his trust in them again or rewards them for their game against Crystal Palace. We will see. Overall, it was really great to see such a high scoring goal from Chelsea, and it felt like it could have easily been a 6 or 7 goal scoreline. I really felt that Chelsea played well, and I think that's a credit to Thomas Tuchel in training. He said that they're spending a lot of time on working on progressing the ball and having more opportunities to attack, and I really felt that Chelsea played more attacking football, more attacking minded, just looking to progress the ball. And I felt that their press was also very good. Crystal Palace had a really difficult time, especially in the first half. They really couldn't string together any passes. They couldn't get on the ball because every time they got possession, Chelsea were just winning it back. So that was really impressive as well. Hopefully we can bring this into the Porto game. Already have 2 goals, 2 away goals at that. So hopefully we can score another one and really kill off the game. Going to be nerve-wracking, but I honestly think that we can do it, and it's really great confidence booster going into that game, having won this game 4-1. So guys, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please drop it a like, helps me out so much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of videos coming out every week, lots of content, and don't forget to follow me on socials, especially Twitter. I tweet a lot, and yeah, I put a lot of Chelsea content on there as well. So thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I'm out.